Hey friend, what's up? So in this video, we're going to go over this budget Guild Deception deck. It is only $7.56. It's pretty solid. It's put together really well. It's a very tight list. There are only two one-of-ones, and generally in a TCG, especially in Gods Unchained, you want to have a really tight list where you're running two of each card, which is the most you can run in a deck. So to only have two one-of-ones is fantastic. One being a legendary, which you can only run one of, and that is Gearheart Shadow Ranger. And then it looks like they chose to run one Selfless Guildmate as well. So, yeah, kind of go over the deck, explain what I think are your win conditions and staple cards that I think you're going to need to run if you're going to try and run a Guild Deception deck. Yeah, they synergize around other guild cards, which is why they are so strong in the deck. But let's take a look. So first of all, Frumentary Researcher, Frumentary Investigator. It is a 4-mana 3/4, roll or draw a card for each other guild creature on the board. This is going to allow you to kind of dump your hand early, just be aggressive, right? Play your low cost 1, 2, or 3 drops. And then if you can play this on curve, really you're getting solid value even if you're only playing it with one. Like if you can play this with one other guild creature on the board, you're getting the tempo of drawing a card while you play a slightly understated 4-drop, right? Most 4-drops are 4-mana 4/4s. I think that's like a baseline. So 4-mana 3/4, you're giving away one attack to draw one. But I mean, the highest upside is you have 5 other guild creatures on the board and you play this. Actually, the highest upside is this will also draw from your opponent's side of the board. So if your opponent is also running guild creatures and you play this, you draw for your guilds and theirs. So the highest upside is really 11 card draw, which is insane. It would be too much. Yeah, you'd overdraw your hand pretty bad, but I've never seen it happen. And you could play around that. Like you could trade some of your guilds out and draw the perfect amount. But solid card, really important for refill. It allows you to keep pressure and kind of go quick early and then continue going quick into the mid game. So I think that this is a must-have. 24 cents, not too bad. Not going to break the bank. And then as far as your win condition goes, I'd say your number one win condition is your Scavenged Contraption. It's a 4-mana 1/3 relic. Sounds kind of underwhelming, but it has God Blitz, so you can go directly face, and then Raid, gain +3 strength until the end of turn. So Raid is you play 2 cards, and then Raid is activated. That's the only condition. Whether it's a creature or a spell, doesn't matter. You'd have to play 2 cards. So at 4 mana, you can pip out a 1-drop, go face. This is super strong. It's good for getting control of the board. It's also really good for just winning, right? It's 12 points of damage over 3 turns. This is a really big win condition against control decks. It allows you to get that extra reach you need before they can stabilize, whether it's a heal or demo or whatever. I think this is necessary. Super strong card. I'm a big fan. Really like it. Yeah, and it's a rare, so you can run 2. So yeah, nice. Kind of a shout out. So you don't really run any spells. I don't think there are any spells run in the deck. Actually, let's just double check. Not true. You have Knives Out, and this is it's kind of a damage spell. So okay. Okay, so besides Knives Out, you're not running any removal spells in your deck. So this is also an important staple. Fits very well into guild decks. It's a guild creature, and it has the keyword ally. And what ally does is if you play a creature from the same tribe, it triggers the allied effect. And you have the choice between Delving Stoneskin Poison, which gives 3 order +2 burn, Hunting Trap, 2 mana, deal damage equal to creature, deals damage to a creature equal to that creature's strength, or Trapdoor. And so you can get all 3 if you play 3 guild creatures after you play this. So it is a really great way to, right, just kind of pack your deck with removal without having to take up any card slots for it in your deck. So these guys are also fantastic. I'd also say this is pretty much a must run in your guild deck. It's going to help you deal with bigger creatures, and it's going to help you get around front lines, which is really important. And also, if you're playing against an aggro deck, they're going to treat this like a front line, and they're going to deal with it immediately because it's just so much value. Yeah, it's 3 cards of value for a 2 mana 1/3. Slightly understated 2-drop, and you just get tons of upside, so definitely recommended. Yeah, the rest of it's pretty straightforward. You have a lot of guilds, some hidden creatures, a lot of low cost, 13 1-drops, 8 2-drops, 3 3-drops, and then 6 4-drops. So very, very low curve. It is an aggro deck. I think it's pretty fun. Have been playing a slightly more expensive version of this, but not much more. I run a few extra cards, but this is a really solid list. So yeah, I mean, really impressive, right? For $7.67, 71.8% win rate over 39 games by the author, which at the highest level for that little is a great entry level list. So if you're just starting playing, I recommend checking out GDecks. I'll leave a link in the description, and it's a place for you to find solid budget lists that can help you grind up, right? If you only have $10, or right, if you want to try the free to play path, this is definitely right, the way to go, I would say. So 64.9%, that's overall, that's everyone, over 211 games. It's just a solid deck. If you've played any other TCGs and like you know how to play an aggro deck, you'll fly to Mythic with this, and it'll be really easy. So low cost, fun deck. I recommend it. Let's hop into ladder and see how it does. Yeah, let's go. All right, so we can just go to import deck, paste the deck code we got from the website. This way we don't have to remember all of the cards. It'll just drag them in for us. And I believe the author of the deck was question marks. They're hiding their name, so they get no credit, but we'll just hit some question marks there. Boom, there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, let's hop in and see how it goes. All right, here we go. Looks like we're playing against mid-range Magic. All right. Okay, pretty reasonable opener. They have Lightning Talisman, which is a... they have a lot of removal as well. Might throw that back. Maybe we hang on to this. I don't know if I need Knives Out. I may end up pipping out Armor Lurker, but I'd like to get a different 1-drop. Maybe we can high roll a 1-drop. I don't want to send this back because we need it for board fill.
My turn already?
Never lucky.
Don't disappoint me.
So we can pip out Armor Lurker here, which isn't terrible. They only have 1 Lightning Talisman, and we have Relics, so we don't really need to play around it too much. Yeah, let's see. This is kind of loud. Okay. So I'm kind of tempted. Next turn we go Armor Lurker and Don't Swing, and then we can draw 2 with Frumentary. They're... I feel like they... Okay, weird. I'm actually gonna go here, here, and I will swing now. I'm happy drawing 2, right? Drawing 2 is huge here. It's a pretty big tempo swing for us. They haven't played anything. They're running Leyord Hatchlings, so we'll probably see one of those coming down. The ping pass is weird. Wow, their hand must be really bad. Oh, they probably have a Rough Seas in hand, which is a full board clear, which is a bummer. Huh. That'll clear our whole hand, our whole board. We will get a pip. Okay, so we have some of our top end here. And so, like, right, just like a huge part of the deck. Just the value we get, 2 extra cards on top of getting like a 4-drop on the board. Just I personally feel like this is mandatory. You gotta have him in the deck. Um, right, because without it, we only have 2 cards in hand at this point. We're like significantly behind as far as cards go. And they have board clear, right? They're running double Rough Seas, and they played this early game so slow. So like, it's safe to say their mid game is pretty great, or they've just drawn horribly and they have their whole top end. But here we go, Rough Seas. What? No Rough Seas. Wow. So we can get a hunting trap from here, which isn't terrible. I can't believe they didn't clear the board, to be honest. Or we ignore it. What do we have on the board? We have 6, 7, 8 on the board, so we get him down to 12. This is 4 more damage. They're gonna have double Layward Hatchling here.
Wonder if... Nah, that'd be too easy.
I feel like we get the hunting trap then. Yeah. So we go for the hunting trap. So the downside here is if they do have their Rough Seas, we're kind of in a lot of trouble. We have 23 favor, so maybe we go for something big. We get a free 5-drop. So even if they clear our whole board, we can try and survive. If we can get the 4-mana relic scavenge contraption, I think we have lethal over 3 turns. They are running Eco, which is Relicate, but I think we'll be okay. I cannot believe they don't have Rough Seas. That's crazy. I think we have lethal next turn here. They kill the 3/4 with their other hatchling, and maybe. So we have 6. Maybe a 1-off lethal next turn. Yeah, they kill this. Man, they've been really unlucky not having the board clear. We have lethal, we just get it. Right, yeah. And then we have 4 of these, which is just, what a freaking good deck. With 2 damage to spare. Off the top. Okay. Let's go. Awesome. Well, awesome. So I will say the deck is very fast. It's really strong. The cards all synergize really well together. Frumentary Instigator, right, is a must. That allowed us to refill our hand, which was super important. And then the Knives Out, right? Top decking the Knives Out was also super huge. Really, really great card. The 0 mana ping damage is so strong. It's I think it's something that's kind of overlooked, just as far as like how good 0 mana value is, especially when you have keywords like raid. Right, so you're like able to trigger it for free, which is great. Also, good to know, if you get spell boost, if you're able to get a spell boost creature from your opponent, if you delve it, they scale with spell boost, which is pretty great. The pings do. Yeah, so solid list, really fun. I'll leave the deck code in the description. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends.